Welcome to Undaunted Normandy Scenario 2, where we'll be mixing it up by playing the Germans today. Our objective is to take out all their riflemen. Theirs is to score just one victory point, so it's a bit of a tough one for us, especially starting with a fog of war versus their scout, them retaining initiative. So they drew cards and got the squad leader to inspire the scouts, who moved to 2B and then 6B to scout the objective. Scouts B then moved to 8A, followed by the moving Rifleman B squad. I then suppress Scouts B successfully, getting a 9 off the 4 dice, before continuing my hot rolls, getting an 8 on the dice for my Rifleman to shoot Scouts A. Very jammy. Hopefully it holds up, as this is the board going into the next round. I'll let the initiative go, as I've got some tasty cards, so this is what they end up with. Their first action is spent bolstering Squad B with Rifleman. Next, Rifleman A moved twice to 2B. So in my turn, I inspire Scouts A and move to 1B and back, then move on to 6B. So everything I need is scouted. Moving Rifleman A, then to 1B to hopefully lock down the church objective. Anyway, this is the board at the end of the round, and I'm now struggling to see how I'm going to protect all my objectives. Anyway, Initiative sees 2 Fog of War, meaning they keep it again, with this being their actions, and then bolstering both squads with the sergeant and squad leader, leaving Rifleman B to move that little bit closer. I then bolster 3 units with my sergeant, going for gunners more, as they can suppress if needed. I then take control of the objective with Rifleman A, before suppressing their Rifleman A unit with my gunners, hoping it will slow them down a little bit. And this is what the board looks like at the end of the round. And now I'm hoping my tactics have paid off. But I do get a bit of a bad draw, so I have to use Fog of War for initiative again, leaving them with this decent hand of cards. Scouts B and Rifleman A start by becoming unsuppressed, leaving Rifleman B to move into the church grounds and start peppering it. Eagle has landed style. But for now, they miss. So in my turn, I use the squad leader to inspire my scouts, letting them get rid of that fog of war first, before shooting at Rifleman A and missing. Anyway, this is what it looks like at the end of the round, and I feel it's a matter of when, not if, the Yanks win. But let's go down fighting, shall we? I'm forced to fog of war for initiative again, as you'll see in a minute why. But they don't get much on their cards, they just inspire Rifleman B, who miss on both shots. Anyway, now you can see why I was knackered. But luckily, Rifleman A kill one of their Rifleman B from the safety of the church. So we move on to the next initiative phase that I have to keep giving up on because of useful cards. But all they could do this turn was move Rifleman A to 3B. So I have Rifleman A shoot at B, but they miss. But the gunners managed to kill one member from Rifleman A to end the round. I end up foregoing initiative again, so this is what they draw. Scouts A move to 18B, and I suddenly realise 1B was never scouted, so move Rifleman B back. Could have sworn that was taken. Damn parcel blindness. Anyway, they all shoot at Rifleman A and kill one of my units. So the first thing I do is command 2 with a sergeant and draw a squad leader and fog of war. I then remove a fog of war with recon on the scout, before inspiring the machine gunner to shoot at Rifleman A twice, but only kill one of them. Where's that dice look now, eh? With this being the board state at the end of the round, after clearing my tiny mistake up. Anyway, I went for initiative this round with a Rifleman, but lost anyway. But they end up drawing duds, only being able to fully bolster Squad B, meaning their deck is now huge. So I end up firing twice with my machine gunner unit, killing 2 members of Rifleman A, leaving me safe in the knowledge that only one Rifleman A card exists. So at the end of the round, I'm suddenly feeling a bit more positive. And that positivity means I take the initiative for the first time in the match. So with that 1, I recon away a fog of war and then bolster my deck to try to get better draw potential. Must be a lull in the combat though, as all they do is bolster in the final Rifleman A unit. If I can take them down, it will be amazing. Regardless, I wasn't bothered about keeping initiative anymore, but we both went fog of war, so it ended up staying, which meant I could focus fire on Rifleman A with my gunners, and I rolled so well that it took them out of the game. Buoyed up, my riflemen shot at their B unit and managed to get a critical hit, leaving them with just 3 cards left in the unit for me to take out and win. This is what they drew anyway, meaning the scouts finally moved to 1B, letting the riflemen move and shoot at mine, but missing. At the end of the round, this is what the board looks like. Everything is focused on the church, and my guys have to hold it as best as they can whilst being peppered from all sides. I ended up winning the initiative once more, so my gunners shot up Rifleman B but killed only one of the squad, leaving them with 2 members left. I then proceeded to shoot with my riflemen, but they ended up missing. Their scouts reconned away a fog of war, prepping a card for next round, before shooting and missing my riflemen. I then fought for initiative with my scouts, but lost to their sergeant, leading them to have a booster turn with the sergeant commanding 2, even though it meant they couldn't do much but thin the deck, as the scout reconned away 2 fogs of wars. My turn wasn't as productive either, as I inspired my scouts to move to 18B and recon away a fog of war, leaving us with a bit of a mosh pit at the end of the round, gathering round the church. I ended up reclaiming the initiative by using the sergeant, because I knew just 2 hits would win me the game, and my faith was rewarded by both my gunners and riflemen killing both Rifleman B cards left, meaning we were successful. What a game that was, eh? It was super tense and I thought I was doomed, but the Germans held the church unlike Eagle Has Landed, and I loved every minute of this game. Please help me out by liking this video and check out this recommended one for you also. Thanks for watching.